Hi everyone, this is Ryan, and welcome back to Sentinels of the Future, the only place in the world you can hear real angels communicating in miraculous ways the things that God wants us to know. We are in a new age of spirituality, and God is here helping humanity by making His presence known on the internet. Today we're going to review a forward and quantum reversal of Danny's video called A Spiritual Song. It's a remarkable video that you won't want to miss in both forward and reverse modes. When I first began to do this presentation, I approached it like I have in the past with other recordings. Normally, I can take any recording of my budgies, cut them at any place I wish, and reverse it, finding content in both forward and reverse. However, when I tried it with this one, my cuts did not work, and even though I was getting some content, I felt that something was wrong. Finally, after going back to the original translation in forward mode, I realized it was so good that the angels must have wanted me to keep the forward version intact as it was. So instead of cutting it in many parts and reversing it, I left it intact and just reversed the entire video all at once to come up with the quantum reversal. So that means you will first hear the entire video in forward mode, then the same video reversed. I must say that I'm quite happy with the way it turned out as well. So let me tell you how this all played out. I'm leaving for work, and Linda is recording Danny because he's talking away. Linda tells Danny that I have to go or leave, and on the way down the hall, about 20 feet from the camera and microphone, I quickly stop for a pee. The problem was I left the bathroom door open. I had just bought a highly sensitive blue snowball microphone, not realizing that it would pick up what I was doing. Danny immediately realizes what is happening and starts commenting on it. I apologize for the indiscretion, and I would normally leave something like this out of the video. However, it has so much relevance to what he was saying, I had to leave it in. Keep an eye open in the video where Danny talks a little bit about our goal as he touches his beak to an area where he did his dirty deed on top of the computer screen, where he sometimes perches when he talks. This is a very funny video, where he shows a sense of humor similar to Victor's, and in reality, it's hard to deny he is highly intelligent and capable of not only humor, but ad-libbing in any situation while speaking his own thoughts. So this is the forward part of the video, where Danny will be saying. He starts off with, "Gosh," and then he chuckles. "Will you stop that? The mic carried your washroom here. Trust me, boss, we can change the world, but here is not a good time for a class to hear you tinkling. They might think your pee is made purposely. They are still laughing and even think you should laugh. It gives some the idea you're not serious, and possibly you're impolite to make it even during this work. We can sure make a goal to back off in front of my videos so people can't hear. What we will do has no agreeable conditions, but we're allowed to work on anything in this home where at some point release is very awkward." Now you can hear that recording.
Ryan had to go. Just seeing if Danny wants to still talk.
Did you notice that at 4 minutes and 12 seconds, Danny touches the screen in front of him at a spot that he caused earlier? He is basically saying that he's going to make an effort not to poo on the screen anymore as well. So let's review the next part. In this next part, Danny also uses a bit of humor mixed in with playful sarcasm when he says, "What is it when you have to enforce a character improvement right here?" In another part, he starts talking about a spiritual song, and suddenly, in the background, you can faintly hear some heavenly type music. You have to listen very carefully though. This is what Danny says. "I suggest here what you withdraw from life will let you ultimately declare a time to absolve every one of these things that might come up." What is it when you have to enforce a character improvement right here? We should pray and at least record now a terrific song if he messed up. And by the way, we think this forum will get to offer freedom following parts that affect everyone. Don't believe, unfortunately, these theories that silence the things you can know while seeking a spiritual song. You won't hear that song if you question that you have the supreme antidote. You will depend on it when life will attain a force of miracles. We need to see the Spirit is in your special song that will surely become natural. For a God that's showing passion for very basics of living, I doubt if they will kick in the door that's leading where Spirit hurts. If there's any time you'd like to live, it's soon to emerge, and I'm sorry you needed to wait for excellence. Still, the only part that we've been telling is there isn't anything we will hide. Right, God is truly here, and for you, God can converse in many ways, and He'll offer you divine love as you work with Him, and you will see a prophecy coming. Now you can hear that recording.
What shall we do? Alright. So we can go to bed day for my give up. What do you think? What do you have to do? You and I thought you could look at you. Happy rugby.
All finished, Danny? That was nice.
The next part is a difficult reversal for most to understand, and if you can understand 50% of it, you are doing very well. As I mentioned before, even though you cannot hear it all, it will help you to open your soul to some of the things that God and the angels are communicating to us on a regular basis. In it, Danny talks about the plan that the angels talked about over the summer to save the earth, and the prophecy that a dream will be sent to certain individuals that God will eventually call to this religion. He also talks about the year of confusion that I went through before I met Linda and separated from my wife. He mentions that although I'm evolving in certain things, there are still some things I need to evolve more in, and how passion can often send a false illusion of reality when it comes to love. He talks about the music that God spiritually creates in our soul, and how it can give us God's answers to some of the hardest questions. So with this reversal, Linda starts off and says, "Is the answer imagination?" Danny says, "The angels in heaven are here. Do you know you have a mission from the quantum? With devotion, our evidence shall support this event. This is obviously a mission that is trying to save the earth. The future has the right while we involve you in a plan. In the summer, if you have listened, Ryan shared all of this plan. As of now, we must reveal the dream. We are feeling strength in using powerful messages we have sent for him. Do you need to review what we saw in him as a soldier of truth and how the angels selected him? Now there's nothing like seeing our vision of a special man's miracle. You will have to listen of how that year was very questionable. Passion often can stall life, challenging you with unusual memories. It's something the angels hope you will see when it's not real love. Though we might say he's not evolving in all things, we will say it challenges divine sanity for every person. How do you really extend kindness and show him properly that you shall have real passion? Shall we have a mission while we reverse some fear? You should have use of emotions that tell you how you wish to proceed here. Show your issues are passing, closing in on the area of love and light. There's such hope if you understand Ryan's videos. The people surrounding you will help define that love when this evolves. Truth already lives in time. Use something for a life that truly promises there's a gate to heaven. In time, you'll begin to feel that angels are playing all the music we have written for good. Fearlessly and passionately will give you God's answers, for his angels are always near you. If one has fear of God, it's sad." And then Linda finishes with, "It's gone when the starry night finishes our work in here." Now you can hear that recording.
Oh, what's the snowy night, Venice? Look, it's down there.
This completes this presentation. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to join us, you can come to theangelscrolls.com and click onto the forum link at the top, where we will be adding the newest presentations. Bye for now.